You know what to do. You have lived a lot of life. You have been through a lot of circumstances. You have encountered a lot of experiences. And you know what you don't want, right? Right? You know for absolute sure what you don't want. And by virtue, that means if you look at the opposite, you know what you do want, right? It's that simple. So I want you to stop telling yourself, I don't know. Stop saying that. Every time you say you don't know, it's like you put a muzzle on your inner spirit to even give you the answer. It's like your spirit wants to speak up, but you block it. I don't know is a destination. It is. It becomes a focal point. And you speak, you think based on the things that you're focused on. So you got to give yourself freedom to know. To know what's in your best interest at this time. To know the things that you love and enjoy. To know the state of well-being you would like to experience and enjoy. To know how much money you want to have in your bank account. But let's specifically talk about how I don't know turns into waiting. When you consistently say that you are confused and you don't know, you put all of the momentum behind finding those things out on hold. And then you'll find yourself in a career that you don't enjoy for years. Am I talking to somebody? I'm talking to you. You ever see somebody be in a relationship that been raggedy since day one, and then they look up and they celebrating their anniversary and the relationship still ain't changed? Because they don't know. They don't know what's good for them. Even though they have been through situations that someone has cheated on them, belittled them, abused them, they tell themselves they don't know. I don't know what's better than this. Well, you know this ain't right, right? You know this ain't good. You know that this ain't working. You know. Yes, you do. From this day forward, I want you to start saying that you do know what's in your best interest. Last week, I did an activity, a personal activity, because I'm all about soul growth, and I love the layers of the human experience. So I'm always finding something that gives me more knowledge in that regard. And then I come back and share it with you, because that's what I love. Learn it, share it. Learn it, share it. That's what I love to do. So the activity was defining your personal values. And it was a list of words, and I'll share the activity if you guys like. It was a list of positive words, and you went through the list, crossing off all the words until you were left with 5 words that really meant something to you. And it made you hone in on what your personal values were. And for me, it was something that I had always known, but getting clarity on it, I was able to see clearly what my personal values were. And then after you come up with your 5 words, you then go and you try to find out which one is missing in your daily life. You like where this is going? I do too. I went through and I found that one of my personal values is clarity. And you know I'm always talking to you about that. And the activity was, once you find one of the words that you don't specifically see on a daily basis, come up with affirmations for that word and find ways to make that word show up in your life. So I used the word clarity, and I did a Google search of affirmations for clarity. And some of the words that came up for me were, my mind is organized, I find solutions with ease. Felt good. It was, I am clear on what is right for me, I'm divinely guided and supported. Felt good. So I wrote those affirmations out and I stuck them on my wall. In my room, I have a mirror, and I stick my affirmations on my wall because every day I have to look in the mirror. So every day I look in the mirror, I'm also feeding my soul with words. That's my soul food before I leave my house, before I go to bed, when I'm trying on my outfits. Soul food. Another one was, I receive messages clearly and deliver guidance with ease. I like that word, ease. Love it. That was the activity. And I did that for a week straight, and I got super clear about the content that I'm creating, the things that I'm posting. I got a planner, and I wrote down, like, I even wrote down the days that I was going to journal, the days that I'm going to go to the gym, and I felt so energized by it. And that's because I didn't say I didn't know. Because you do know. Ultimately, all of the answers to the questions that you haven't even asked are easily accessible to you. But you have to tap into and ping that stream of infinite, I almost got caught on that word, infinite wisdom. You have to tap into it. So start small. You know me, I'm all about a baby step. Start small. Start with, I know how I want to feel. If you don't know the details of what you want, start with how you want to feel. One of my favorite affirmations is, I feel good. And I say that to myself when I'm on a negative stream, when my past coming up, because you know how pasts are. They love to play on repeat in your mind because they know how much attention you will give to it. So when my past starts to hit play, I switch into, I feel good, change the subject. Fake him out like that. That's what I do. Mental tricks. When things come up that I know don't feel good to think about, I hit him with a juke. Juked on him. Nah, you're not going to get me today. Now, some days it's going to be easy to get you down. But on the days that it's not, that's when you build up your surplus of mental fortitude that you can tap into other days. It's like an endless well that you got there that you can tap into. Start small. Know how you want to feel. Look at what you've been through. You can even write down the things that I don't recommend tapping into this, but until you get strong enough, okay, fine. Write down the things that have been negative experiences that you don't want, and then right next to it, write the opposite of that, and you will clearly see what it is that you want to create and the things that you have already put into your vibrational escrow account. That was a 2-part series, by the way. You can check that in the IG stories, the IGTV. I put a 2-part series up about what's in your vibrational escrow account and how to get it out so you can make these withdrawals, collect your things. So to wrap this up, you do know. Speak the words that match the experience that you want to have. Look at me. My bun is so big it can't even fit into the frame because I'm in abundance. I'm in overflow. Okay? Overflow me. Tie out. I play so much.